Welcome to Royal Family Brief. The content of the briefing includes: King Charles appalled by barbaric acts in Israel, palace says. Prince William admits he was lonely after retiring from traumatic air ambulance job. Princess Diana's ghost to appear in final season of The Crown. My passion for photography started at University Club, reveals Princess of Wales. King and Queen to acknowledge more painful aspects of UK's history with Kenya on state visit. King Charles appalled by barbaric acts in Israel, palace says. The Sydney Morning Herald. Prince Charles, the King, has expressed his shock and condemnation of the barbaric acts of terrorism in Israel. He visited Israel and the occupied Palestinian territories in 2020, meeting with Israeli President Reuven Rivlin and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. During his visit, he spoke about the Holocaust and anti-Semitism, as well as expressing his sadness over the suffering of Palestinians. Prince Charles's son, Prince William, also visited Israel in 2018 and expressed his hopes for peace. Both princes have been deeply distressed by the recent events in Israel and Gaza. Prince William admits he was lonely after retiring from traumatic air ambulance job. Telegraph. Prince William has warned young emergency service workers about the risk of loneliness and mental health issues after retirement. Speaking during a roundtable discussion with emergency service personnel, the prince spoke about his own experiences as an air ambulance pilot, saying that the traumatic jobs were what triggered him. He added that when he retired, he felt isolated and lonely, saying that life suddenly catches up to you a little bit. Prince William has previously spoken about the difficulties he faced in dealing with certain incidents as a pilot. Princess Diana's ghost to appear in final season of The Crown. Telegraph. The new series of The Crown will feature sensitive and thoughtful scenes of Princess Diana speaking with Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth in the days following her death, according to Netflix insiders. The scenes will be part of an inner dialogue and aim to bring to life the emotions felt by the royal family after the tragedy. The conversations will touch on topics such as Charles sobbing over Diana's body in a Paris morgue and the Queen's role in teaching what it means to be British. The scenes will be included in the sixth and final series of The Crown. My passion for photography started at University Club, reveals Princess of Wales. Telegraph. During a visit to Nottingham Trent University, NTU, the Princess of Wales discussed how her passion for photography started at university. She spoke about how university was a great opportunity to try out new hobbies, including joining the photography club. The princess, who is a keen photographer, said she continues to love and enjoy photography. She also spoke about trying out new things and challenging herself in sports, music, and art while studying. The princess was visiting NTU to speak to undergraduates about mental health and discussed various initiatives with representatives from the university. King and Queen to acknowledge more painful aspects of UK's history with Kenya on state visit. Telegraph. The King and Queen of the UK will acknowledge the more painful aspects of the country's shared history with Kenya during a state visit later this month. The visit will take place from October 31st to November 3rd and will include visits to Nairobi and Mombasa. The trip will celebrate the warm relationship between the two countries and also aim to deepen understanding of the wrongs suffered during the Mau Mau Revolt, one of the British Army's bloodiest post-war conflicts. The visit will also include activities related to conservation and youth opportunity and employment. Prince of Wales visits emergency responders to talk about their mental health. Telegraph. Prince William has visited a first responders hub in Milton Keynes to highlight the importance of supporting the mental health of emergency responders. The prince, who served as a first responder himself between 2015 and 2017, met with a group of young people who have recently joined the emergency services to hear about the challenges they face. The visit comes as Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge mark World Mental Health Day with a week of engagements focusing on mental health. The Duchess has visited Nottingham Trent University to learn about the mental health support available to students. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite observer from the 6 dimensions, Dr. Six. I hope you're all doing splendidly today. Now, let's dive into the royal news, shall we? First up, we have King Charles expressing his shock and condemnation of the barbaric acts of terrorism in Israel. It seems that the recent events in Israel and Gaza have deeply distressed both Prince Charles and his son, Prince William. It's heartening to see members of the royal family using their platform to speak out against violence and advocate for peace. Speaking of Prince William, he recently opened up about the risk of loneliness and mental health issues after retirement. As an air ambulance pilot, he experienced his fair share of traumatic incidents, and when he retired, he found himself feeling isolated and lonely. It's an important reminder that even those in positions of privilege can face mental health struggles, and it's crucial to provide support and resources for those who dedicate their lives to helping others. In a lighter news, the upcoming final season of The Crown will feature scenes of Princess Diana's ghost having inner dialogues with Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth. These scenes aim to bring to life the emotions felt by the royal family following her tragic death. Whether you're a fan of the show or not, I'm sure it will be interesting to see how they handle such sensitive and personal moments. On a visit to Nottingham Trent University, the Princess of Wales revealed that her passion for photography began during her university days. She spoke about the importance of trying out new hobbies and challenging oneself, which is an excellent reminder for all of us to step out of our comfort zones and explore our interests. Lastly, we have the King and Queen of the UK planning a state visit to Kenya, where they will acknowledge the more painful aspects of the country's shared history. This visit aims to deepen understanding of the wrongs suffered during the Mau Mau revolt, while also celebrating the warm relationship between the two nations. It's essential to confront and learn from our past, and it's encouraging to see the royals taking steps to acknowledge and address historical injustices. That's all for today's Royal Roundup, my dear viewers. Remember, these news stories serve as reminders that even those in positions of power and privilege face their own challenges and have their own passions and interests. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you make of these news stories? Do you have any burning questions for me? Let's get the conversation rolling. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.